Welcome back, everybody, to the DevMarketer channel. I'm your host, J.A. Curtis, and today we've got an exciting video. It's that time of year again. Laravel has released a new update. We're looking at Laravel 5.5 right now. It's incredible to believe how fast these releases come out. I feel like I'm constantly doing these update videos, but they're really important videos because you got to know what's new, what's changed, and what kind of cool new things you can do with each new release. So I love doing them because I love to explore all the new features and I love sharing that with you guys. So we're going to be going through 14 videos today. Each video is going to be focused around one specific feature. This covers basically all the new features. There's a few that I'm going to leave out just because of how complex they are and how difficult they are to show on on screen here without having like a really complicated application. But that's basically going to be handling the job requests. But other than that, we're going to cover everything else here in this series. So 14 videos, starting off with the first one today is going to be about the new error page in Laravel 5.5. And I'm super stoked about this because if you remember back to our How to Build a Blog with Laravel series, I went on a minor tangent, you could call it. And that tangent was about how we used to have this cool error page, the whoops error page, and that was like in Laravel 4, and then it got taken out in Laravel 5, and it was so frustrating because it was like you had something so good, and then it was just taken away, and you got kind of a poor replacement. It was the error pages that we've had in Laravel 5 are not that great, right? And so it was always a little frustrating. I did do a video a year back or so where I told you how you can bring those error pages back. It required installing a package and doing some configuration with the exceptions and stuff like that. So it was a little bit of work. You could bring it back in Laravel 5, but now in Laravel 5.5 onward, hopefully, we are going to have access to the whoops error page. Let me show you guys how it works. So let's start. We're going to start by creating a brand new Laravel project. So I'm going to run Laravel new. We're going to call this Laravel 5.5 for 5.5. Get this installed. Now you will see here at the bottom, you do get an error when you do this, at least right now when this Laravel 5.5 just came out. There is a problem. They don't have a post install script in Composer for some reason. I don't know why that is. Normally this normally runs your like authentication setup and stuff like that, but whatever. It actually causes, it's pretty easy to fix. Normally you'll fix this, but before we fix it, actually, let's see the error that it causes. So what we're gonna do, we have a valid Laravel project, so I can go ahead and open this up in the browser. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're gonna do Laravel 5.5. Open it up. This would normally get our Laravel page, but we get an error page. And this is the brand new error page that I'm talking about called whoops. So with this, you can see this is the error that we're getting up here. It's a runtime exception. No application key has been specified. That is what is normally ran here at the end of the package. So we do know how to fix it. It's a pretty easy fix, but I just wanted to show you guys what the errors look like. So here you go, you can see not only do you get the error up here, not only does it look really nice, but some of the cool features is you actually get to see the code that caused the exception. So right here, this is where the exception was actually thrown. And this is actually really nice because sometimes when you have like just a semicolon missing or something like that, you can see that right here in the code. You'll like look down and you're like, oh, I just wrote this code. Oh, I forgot a semicolon, or I forgot a comma or something like that. Happens all the time. You put two parameters in a function, forget to put a comma in between them or something like that. And you can see the code right here. You know exactly what it is. You can switch over to your text editor, fix it, resubmit it, and you're back into the races. You also can see all the arguments that are passed down here. Scrolling down, you have access to all the environmental variables and stuff like that. If you submitted like a form and stuff, you actually have all the get data and the post data. If files are submitted, you have access to that. You can read cookies and sessions. All that's in here. So easy for debugging. There's just so much information in here. It's awesome. You also can see all the Laravel settings in here. You know, app name, app environment, the broadcast drivers you're using, the mail settings, Redis, pusher, everything. If you add new stuff to your environmental variables, you'll have that down here as well. You can check all of that, and you can see all of the handlers that you're using. So it's super, super powerful. If that's not enough, you obviously have your stack trace over here. Each of these is actually clickable to open up the code as well, and you can see the data that was passed for that stack, for that item. So that is so, so useful, and you can see you can go through any of these. It makes it super powerful for debugging. And if you still can't figure it out, you obviously are going to need to go to the internet, and that makes this makes that easy as well. You can obviously copy everything with one button here, or there's a couple quick tools here. You can search it on Google with one click. You can see it pulls it up here, puts the error in Google. We can find it and figure out what we need to do. There's also tools for DuckDuckGo if you prefer not to be tracked. And there's also Stack Overflow. You can search right on Stack Overflow. Oh, I should mention, by the way, to solve this problem, all you got to do is just do PHP artisan key generate. And that will solve the problem. Oh, you gotta be inside the project first, though. So let's do that. Laravel 5.5, and then we can run it. There we go. Now if we refresh, we get our fresh page. I probably should show that before the video ends. Okay, so thanks so much for joining me on today's video. That's the Whoop error page. Hope you guys are excited about it as I am, because I'm so stoked about this. So glad to have this back. Just makes me happy inside. So we got 14 videos in this series, 13 more to go. You guys just watched the first one. The next one we're gonna focus on is talking about something new called front-end presets. I'll see you guys over there.